Hey guys, and welcome back to more MTG lore and speculation with a little product spotlight thrown in there for good measure. So in this video, we're talking about the upcoming set Dominaria, the game's triumphant return to a set pivotal to the early story of Magic the Gathering. So expect there to be a lot of change, both in terms of the story, cards, and even the products Wizards of the Coast releases with Dominaria. One of those products that sort of runs the gamut of change that I just outlined is the Dominaria Planeswalker decks, as they were just revealed or spoiled at a Hasbro convention the other day. Over the same weekend, I dropped a video on the lore of Teferi, and made some predictions for his future story that got immediately invalidated by this product's release. Oh well, I'll explain in just a moment. But here are the two Planeswalker decks in question. There was a third that was revealed along with these featuring Tezzeret, but that's for Magic 2019 core set. For the time being, let's just focus on those that we get from Dominaria. As you can probably guess, one of them features our own favorite hot-headed friend, the Pyromancer of the Gatewatch, Chandra Nalaar. Now, in the story, we haven't seen Chandra since the Hour of Devastation, when she got wrecked and nearly crushed by Nicol Bolas during the Gatewatch's foolish attempt to defeat the powerful planeswalking Elder Dragon. Last we saw of her, she was planeswalking away to save her own life, despite wanting desperately to stay and fight for her friends. It seems now she's somehow find her way to Dominaria. Where did she planeswalk to initially? I would guess her home plane of Ragatha, and maybe, just maybe, she was guided to Dominaria by an old friend. More on that in another video, Mother Ludi. The other Planeswalker deck has someone you may or may not recognize, but you probably already know it just from the title of this video. That is indeed Teferi on the cover with his own Planeswalker deck in Dominaria, so immediately I'm disappointed. From my lore video on Teferi, I noted how we probably would never see him as a Planeswalker again. He lost his spark saving Dominaria from the Time Rifts, plus we already have a blue Planeswalker, Jace, heading to Dominaria as well, so Teferi looked like he would remain sparkless. But, being on a Planeswalker deck box, well, that pretty much completely invalidates my argument. Teferi will be represented as a Planeswalker once again. Now note, I said represented, not actually is a Planeswalker. I made that distinction on purpose because I think Dominaria, at least with Teferi, will have some sort of time-traveling shenanigans go on. Look, Teferi, having experience with time magic of sorts, looks really young in his Planeswalker deck art. He has hair, he looks spry, and it's just not how this old character should appear. So it seems we'll either go back in time at some point on Dominaria, or it's like a flashback card, maybe showing some relevant event of his youth. Not like a card with actual flashback, mind you, but I don't know, it's hard to say. I also can't avoid the elephants in the room, the color combinations of these Planeswalker decks. Chandra seems she may have a new green-red color pairing, while the traditionally solid blue Teferi looks to be picking up some white as well. So we have two classically monocolored Planeswalkers getting a new splash in there. What does it mean for the story, and what are some possible explanations? Well, Chandra's pairing kinda makes sense. Red and green kinda follows her personality type, being brash, headstrong, impatient, passionate, strong. Plus, who knows, maybe she gets a little Nissa in her if you know what I'm saying. Now, don't be gross guys, I simply mean they have a deep connection to one another, and maybe, just maybe, Chandra gets a little green. Regardless, Chandra can still be Gruul pairings without caring much about trees, simply because it fits with her personality. Now, Teferi is a little more on the complicated side. Blue-white, Azorious seems to promote order from chaos, and Teferi has seen a lot of chaos in his time. He hasn't been the most reliable hero, to be sure. So how does he get this white in his pairing while also looking so much younger? Well, if I'm right and there's some sort of time traveling going on, maybe, looking back at Bolas's trip to Dominaria, then perhaps this is a younger, more disciplined Teferi. Though by all accounts, he was more of a prankster and kinda lazy in the old days. Still, going back in time may change Teferi. The group could help his younger version see that his actions have consequences, and that he's gonna have to be strong for his friends and his world. Maybe this is what later gives Teferi the order he needs to have this splash of white. Or maybe he just thinks controlling people is cool and wanted new ways to do it. I don't know. I just think time traveling will be involved somehow, okay? Oh yeah, and guys, I know there are some weird choices for planeswalkers on the front of these planeswalker decks, but I can soft confirm that these are just placeholders so that the new cards themselves are safe from spoilage. So yeah, Vraska won't be in Teferi's planeswalker deck. Or will she? No, she won't. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this little delve into Dominaria speculation. Let me know what you think and your own thoughts and theories in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, why don't you go ahead and give it a quick like and share it across your own little multiverse. As always guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time here on the Aether Hub.